Hello and welcome to Intuition with Marnie Lynn. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. We are going to carry on with our series of Empath, and we are on day 3 of 5. We're going to look at 6 more examples of an empath, and then we'll do a 1-card reading. So number 13, creative. From singing, dancing, acting, drawing, or writing, an empath will have a strong creative streak and a vivid imagination. I believe that's true. I went through a phase where I wrote several books. I had so much information in my mind, and it had been there for so long, filling up, and I couldn't create because I had too much info in my mind, that I wrote a few books. They're all self-published, and once I got the information out and into a book form that I could see, I started to have way more room and way more creativity coming through than I did before I wrote some books. So yes, there is a high chance of being very creative. Number 14, love of nature and animals. Being outdoors in nature is a must for empaths, and pets are an essential part of their life. I agree with that. When I lived for many years without a pet, I was missing something really big, and I've had a pet the last 7 years, and I feel much better because I have another heart beating close to me in my life. I see my glasses are starting to get dark. I have a window there, and it's just sunlight filling up the room with no other lights on, so it's getting bright in here. 15, need for solitude. An empath will go stir crazy if they don't get quiet time, which is even obvious in empathic children. I need to be alone most of the time. I feel so much better when I'm alone. I don't have to deal with other people's energies. I don't have to feel drained. I don't have to hear other people's complaining or sharing their life or dumping their own data onto me. I need it to balance myself out. Instead of having my energy like this, I am able to balance it out and feel good about myself. And that took a long time to understand that it was okay for me to be alone, and I would survive being alone, and it's really helped me to get balanced. 16, gets bored or distracted easily if not stimulated. Work, school, and home life has to be kept interesting for an empath, or they switch off from it and end up daydreaming or doodling. I don't mind doodling. I don't mind doodling when I'm in a learning environment and I'm taking notes. I find that doodling on my notes helps me to retain the information, because later on when I'm going over the notes, I will see the doodles, which will bring back what the person that was teaching or the environment I was in and learning. I was very bored in school until I was in a subject that brought some interest to me, and I found that if I wasn't interested in something, there was nothing I could do to become interested. 17, finds it impossible to do things they don't enjoy. As above, feels like they're living a lie by doing so. To force an empath to do something they dislike through guilt or labeling them as idle will only serve to make them unhappy. For it's this reason many empaths get labeled as being lazy. My own experience has been, if I put my energy as a generator in human design into an activity, I'll call it, that I don't want to do, I don't have my heart in it, that by doing that activity, I will be drained of my energy. My mental energy will be drained, and I will become lethargic, depressed, and it's a nightmare. So I have very carefully listened to my gut, and if it's something I don't have the energy or the heart to do something, I don't do it. Otherwise, I will be drained of energy. Number 18, strive for truth. This becomes more prevalent when an empath discovers his or her gifts and birthright. Anything untruthful feels plain wrong. Now, to further explain that, if you look at your natal chart in astrology, if you have planets in the 9th house of Sagittarius, or if you have planets in the sign of Sagittarius, then if you think about it, you may have heard people call you blunt, tactless, rude, because Sagittarius speaks the truth. Sagittarius blab out the truth that people don't want out there. So I think that can be a lot to do with Sagittarius, as well as being an empath, but not just a trait of an empath. I think the other sciences have to be taken into consideration when you are talking about stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. So I'm going to take my zebra tarot-sized wisdom cards, and I want to see what the energy is like for those of us that are watching the video right now. And this is number 91 days in a row. How exciting. I am excited. And I can do this every day because my heart is in this and doing this task. It brings me a lot of joy. And I hope that it's helping you. Cut it in 3. And I show you the card first. True friends, Grasshopper, are like freckles. They are with you always, grandfather. That's an interesting way of looking at true friends. I have a few freckles, not that many, and not that many friends. But like my freckles, these friends are there. Thank you for spending some time with me. I always feel good about myself after I have spent some time with you. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video, and I put up a new one every day. So I'll say bye for now. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow as we carry on with part 4 of 5 in our series of Empath. Bye for now.